Yo, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? It's your boy, the boy Henry Heck, aka Hit Up Henry, back yet again with another video. This time, this is my review slash all the boss fights of Fist. I think I have all the boss fights except for like one. I don't know what happened to the footage. I could have swore I recorded it and saved it, but can't find it, so I'm not gonna dwell on it. It's like all of them except for that one. First and foremost, this is a super good game, especially for the price. If you haven't checked it out, please do yourself a favor, go out, check it out. And you know what I'm saying, you will not be disappointed. The gameplay, 10 out of goddamn 10. 10 out of goddamn 10. You know what I mean? There's some stuff that take away from the overall score here and there. But as far as the gameplay, this joint is a 10 out of 10. The combat, hella fun, hella addictive. The boss fights, hella fun, hella addictive, hella interesting. Even though I got my ass washed more than a few times. Like a couple of these cats out here watch me like some straight dishes. They watch me like dishes out here. You feel what I'm saying? I got my ass whooped many a time on this joint. Man, there was some bosses on here that I won't say took me days, but like I fight them a day, get my ass drugged, I cut the game off, then I pick it up and fight them again like the next day. You know what I'm saying? So those are pluses for me. Gameplay, boss fights, combat. You know what I'm saying? My only real negatives of the game is the story ain't trash, but it's not like it ain't nothing to write home about. The story ain't nothing to write home about. It's okay. You know what I mean? It's okay. There's some characters that I do not care for. Urso is one of them. He's like the best friend of Raiden, the bear. Really don't care for that character. Later on, toward the end of the game, he just becomes more annoying than interesting. By the time I finish the game, it's like he could have just really repaired my fist, gave it to me, and then been killed off, and I wouldn't have gave a damn. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have cared. In my opinion, he just didn't add much to the story aside from that initial interaction. Not gonna spoil no specifics, but yeah, I just really didn't care for that character. The bear cat that owned the noodle shop was a more interesting character than Urso, in my opinion. Um, but yeah, man, this game. It took me 2 weeks. 2 weeks to beat the game. I beat it like a couple days right before they released the patch with the easy mode, which I was proud of because it was some sections of the game that really tested my metal. You know what I'm saying? Some sections of the game that had me hella frustrated. I had to go out. I had to go outside and smoke a bowl or two after a couple of these sequences in this game. Um, which I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm the most skilled player. I'm not. I say I'm pretty average. If even that, you know what I'm saying. I just say I'm average. I'm nowhere near a god at any of these games, especially not any of these single player Metroidvania type joints. I call them side scrollers, but I was enlightened a couple of months ago. Was it a couple months ago or a couple of weeks ago that it's a Metroidvania. I call them all the same shit, side scrolling. But like I said, to me, this is probably one of the better, one of the I won't say one of the better, one of the most fun. I mean, hold on, is that right? It's not grammatically correct. It's probably some of the most fun that I've had during the game. Um, I played I played another Metroidvania prior to playing this. In Ender Lilies, which I fuck with hella heavy. I score Ender Lilies like a point ahead of this, just off the simple fact that I like its soundtrack a lot more and I like its story more. But it's just gameplay alone. This score is higher to me than Ender Lilies. You know what I'm saying? Even though I feel like Ender Lilies combat is a little bit more intricate on account of the combinations you can put together with the different spirits. But this right here, you got straight up combos. You know what I'm saying? You got straight up combos between the weapons, um, skill trees, and this that. So combat, like this, gonna shit on it. But the boss fights themselves are pretty. It's probably the best part about this game. Like I said, even though I was getting washed like some dishes on a lot of these boss fights, I had to repeat a bunch of them. But once you figure out the different quirks of the bosses and figure out how to maneuver and how to get your shit off and which weapons work best in each scenario, then what I'm saying, you'll have a lot more success. This is part of like learning. It takes me a little while. I don't say it takes me a little. It takes me a little more time to learn on account of just recently getting back into these type of games, coming from just playing nothing but multiplayer. You know what I'm saying? I went on like streaks of for years only playing multiplayer games. That's it. Playing no single player games whatsoever. No games requiring you to think or strategize or put together certain thought processes other than seeing a motherfucker shoot a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So probably I say probably like the last 3, 4, probably longer than that. Probably like the last 6 years. Other than this year, that's pretty much all I have been playing, like multiplayer, mindless multiplayer shooters. Just stuff based off like reflexes and, like I said, see a motherfucker shoot a motherfucker. But man, it was a joy. It was a joy. It took me 2 weeks. Like I said, it took me 2 weeks to beat this game. Because I didn't like just sit down and just lab and have a 10, 9, 8 hour session. I didn't get the opportunity to do any of that. You know what I'm saying? If I had, I probably would have beat it sooner. But you know what I'm saying? Between work and babies and this, that, and third, you just don't got time to do that. You know what I'm saying? Just don't got time unless you just neglect the fam, in which I can't do that, man. My baby girl too cute to be sitting there and me not pay attention to her. But the combat, the combos, the weapons, like highlights of the game. Highlights of the game, straight up, straight up. I don't want to keep being a dead horse, so I'm probably not gonna talk for too much longer. I'm just let these boss fights ring off. You feel what I'm saying? It's not. I would have liked to make the video a little bit shorter, but I wanted to go ahead and include all the boss fights in one video and give my thoughts on the game. Like I said, if you handballed it, buy it. I think you get a PS Plus discount on the game. Go ahead and purchase it. But yeah, you won't regret spending that cash. I'm gonna tell you right now, you won't regret spending that cash. I seen on timeline that some people were dissatisfied with the game. Didn't really say why. They just weren't feeling it. And I mean that's fine. Everything ain't for everybody, but in my opinion, you gotta have it. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta have it. You just gotta have it. If you're a fiend for gameplay, you just gotta have it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have it. I gave it a 7 out of 10. It's of course in some places where it could have been improved, especially like it was in some cutscene type stuff. It was some times where I felt like the jump wasn't as responsive as I felt like it should have been. What else? I think I experienced some in some of the action like sequences. It's some portions where I feel like the hitbox of the character was kind of off. Like he was getting damaged by stuff that shouldn't be getting damaged by. But I mean, I'm pretty sure all that can just be attributed to it's just being like an indie game. You know what I'm saying? And so it was just some portions that weren't necessarily as peak polish. You know what I'm saying? Peak polish, PP, as it, you know what I'm saying, could have been. But like I said, it's not a break. As far as like this shit is trash. I'm putting it, you know what I'm saying? It's not trash by any means. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. I ain't gonna continue talking. I gave my thoughts. 7 out of 10. Cop it if you ain't copped it. And yeah, man. So this is the rest of the boss fights. There's been a couple playing already, but I'm just let the rest ring off. And yeah, catch y'all in the next one.
You alright, go hold on. Hey, what?
I know that you're not interested in idealistic philosophy. You've slowed down, old friend. I fight for my ideas. I won't spare you either. An opening. Spear. An opening. It's either death or victory. Break! You've slowed down, old friend. Spear! An opening! Nothing can stop me! I won't spare you either. You've slowed down, friend. Break! Spear! Nothing can stop me! Vertisens could have evolved into a more logical and more perfect race.
And then what? Become the Legion's puppets for all eternity?